Hey guys, what's up? I'm Ultron. Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, as you can see, I am reviewing yet another Transformer. So, yeah. As always, if you'd like to hit the like button, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys know when I go live and when I upload all the good stuff. And yeah, so for that, I'm extra figure off the side. Today we are reviewing Hotrod from Transformers the movie in his Studio Series version. As you can see, it's number 86-04. You can see Hotrod there. Nice image on this side. Big Transformers logo with the little generations thing there. On the top you've got the Transformers the movie thing. On the bottom, barcode and things and stuff. On this side you can see Hotrod again in the big 86 there. On the back of the box you can see, get the camera up a little bit, like so. You can see 29 steps, and it also comes to a backdrop, which I'll show later in the video. But you can see there the product shots, same as Hotrod, and the little like one line there says the depths of Unicron. So yeah, camera back down, and that's pretty much it for the box for now, until we look at the backdrop thing later. So this ain't straight, but sure. But yeah, here we have Hotrod himself, which, let me continue to readjust the camera here, oops, so you can see him properly. Which, yeah, here's Hotrod. You can see he's just a red car with flames on the front, so yeah, pretty cool. So going into the detail, you can see, as I said, there's like the flame decals on the front, on the bonnet section, like the bit of an exposed engine block. You see orange done for the headlights, and then like a dark translucent sort of blue for the windshield and side windows. On the front wheels you can see, if it wants to focus, you can see the rims are done in like a, well, the wheels are done in black, but then the rims are painted silver. And then side pipes, and like the exhaust pipes on both sides, are done in a nice silver paint with like the triple ends to them. And at the back you can kind of just see it says robot mode knees and big yellow spoiler. And same on the other side. What it looks like from the top, side, and then the bottom, which you can see just sort of robot mode stuff hanging out there. So yeah, he comes with different accessories, which I'm only going to show off these pieces properly for the moment, which, set them off to the side, you can see, if potentially, if they want to focus. No? Maybe? Oh, there we go. You can see they're like little flame effect parts, which they're both the exact same. And what you can use these for is the little nubs on the end. You can just play these in like so, or if you'd prefer, you can have it something like that, which it would be a tad bit more secure. And then do it on the other side. Take this, flip it around, and plug it into the top two little nubs, like so. And now you can kind of have Hotrod going, like, as it said, it's kind of like flame, exhaust flames or something. So, yeah, that is pretty much it for the vehicle mode. And I don't have anything to compare them with. I don't believe anyway. So, yeah, that's going to do it for his vehicle mode. So, yeah, I guess all we really can do now is transform him and see what he looks like in robot mode and go into a bit more detail. So, let's go do that, shall we? I guess we shall. Let's go. So here we have Hotrod in his robot mode if he would like to stand properly, because he's a bit of a unstable boy to some extent. But yeah, you can see pretty nice looking robot mode. If I look into the detail here, if this wants to cooperate enough, which it does by the looks of things, you can see his face there, nicely done. Just sort of a simple red with the nice blue eyes there, grey for the face, and but a teeny bit of silver for the head crest, which if we actually open his head up, you can kind of see the blue for his eyes there a bit better. So we'll come back to that for something else in a minute or two. Then you can see the chest detail, kind of pretty much just the same as car form, only it doesn't have like the exposed engine block, like with the flames, and then the nicely done Autobot symbol on it. Then coming down to the arms, you can see they're just obviously the size of the car. So now there's a bit more exposed silver detail and paint in his shoulders. Same black and silver wheels. Whoops. And same with the side pipes. You can see here now there's a little bit of orange for his on his forearm, along with the hands, which are just done in grey. So nothing terribly special there. Obviously the other arm's the same. Coming down to the legs, you see his sort of crotch section is just done in red with a bit of detail here and there. Thighs are in orange, and then the knees are also in orange with like the yellow hinge. And coming down to the shins, some nice detail with the sort of, I'm not even really sure what shade of colour that would be. Kind of looks a bit like grey, but not grey at the same time. Then obviously you can see the lighter grey for the hinges on his ankles. And then looking at the back, very clean transformation for a figure, honestly. It is probably some of the better, just in general. Though you can kind of see it's just as, if we unclip this, it's just the windshield for his car, or windscreen, along with his ginormous spoiler. So, yeah. I really like this figure because it does just portray Hotrod really, really well compared to some of the previous ones. So, yeah. So his accessories, if we just set them here, come in an array of different little things, which we would need to adjust a little bit to show these off a bit. Like so. Come on. Like so. So, as we already went over with the vehicle mode, we have these little like flame pieces, which we showed in the vehicle mode for the like, zoom flames. Other pieces we get are his guns, which here's one of them. If it wants to stay focused, you can see just done in silver over the base red plastic. Very nice looking with the detail and whatnot. Here's his other weapon, which is a bit sort of chunkier than the other, as you can see. No, it's a bit wider and more mass to it, just, which very nice looking weapons. He comes with his saw blade type thing, which literally just like looks like a tiny pizza cutter in all honesty. Which it spins, doesn't spin freely, but still spins a little bit. And the only other accessory he comes with is this, if the light wants to be on it, which is the Matrix of Leadership, which is very, very small. So I'll be surprised if this actually wants to focus. There we go. Kinda does. Yeah, you can see Matrix of Leadership there, with all of its nice detail. Done in silver, that sort of bronzy orange color, and then little blue crystal in the middle, which is kind of hollow in the back there, but you know, that's not terrible. along with that, it comes with this effect part, just to kind of clip onto the matrix, which there's like the two tabs sticking out the back of it there. So they just plug in. If this wants to focus, come on. There we go. This plugs in like so. I think at least it should. Yeah, something along those lines. And then, but it can be like, oh, the matrix is being used in big power, which honestly I kind of feel like this accessory was not needed. So, yeah, tiny bit useless, but if he wants to cooperate with me, or that is, you're supposed to be able to get him to hold the matrix, but I don't know what's up with my copy, but he doesn't exactly like doing it very much, just with the way he's designed. His fingers are articulated, so you can feed these through, or feed his thumbs through like the little handle pieces on it, and then get him to hold it, kind of, sort of, a little bit. You can be like, light the darkest hour, blah blah, But literally, what I do with this whenever I just have Hot Rod displayed is unplug this, set this piece of shit off to the side, bring in Optimus, which I just have Prime actually sitting next to Hot Rod, and go over on the side of my desk, just open his chest, and fuck it in there. And this is the Prime that I reviewed a while ago, so yeah, pretty cool. I'll not bother with these again, but his guns, just plug into his hands regularly, 5mm port type thing with most Transformers nowadays, unless they're like the Masterpiece, which are, I don't think I'll ever review one of those unless I get it for a very good discount, but you can see, pretty nicely done. Just pew 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 pew, yeah, I don't know. And then if I take the guns out of his hand, grab the pizza cutter, we can open his arm up to then flip his hand in, close it back up, and it gives a port, or a port and a plug. If it wants to cooperate, do that. And now he has a pizza cutter for an arm, and on this side you can pretty much do the exact same and get like a little, move this out of the way, you can kind of get like a little welder type thing, which, excuse me, which looks alright, but I just prefer to keep his hand out in this one, so yeah. For articulation wise, if it wants to refocus, there we go. I can just keep his pizza arm on, it doesn't really matter for that, but his head does rotate full 360 because it's on a mushroom peg sort of joint. His arms does a full 360, which they would do easily if the spoiler wasn't there, but it still turns, so that's good. Shoulders are on a hinge here, so they can go up that far, and they can kind of turn up here. You can kind of see there's a little bit of give there. Elbows, just over 90 degrees of bend there, on just the single hinge. I'll use this arm for the hand, obviously. There's wrist rotation, and then as I showed there before, his fingers are just sort of hinged on one there. So, if I move his arms up out of the way, on his legs, he's got a waist rotation, which is pretty good. Legs can go forward that far and back that far, so he can get high kicks. Not exactly the full splits, at least on front ways, but you can get some pretty high kicks and poses if he would actually stand. then he can go like full splits that way. He's got a little bit of thigh rotation at the top. He's got a double jointed knee, which easily puts him over the 90 degrees of bend there. And for the feet, they pivot forward and backwards like that, and he has a pretty decent ankle tilt, so he can stand pretty, he can stance pretty widely. So yeah, the only other things I can really show is what I was meant to show before, with his head. If we open it, you can see the little blue section up there, which folds out. His head back, you can see, focus as that is. You can see he's kind of got like a little visor over his eyes now, which I personally really like. Kind of like his battle visor. Whenever he's fighting and stuff, he can, you know, tactically see everything. I don't know what it's for, but sure. I think he had it in the movie. I could be wrong. But, yeah. Only other thing I want to really show is a size comparison for him, because I didn't have anyone else transformed while doing the vehicle mode bit, but let's see if I can do this. For size comparison in robot mode, I have Optimus, as I showed before, which he is, Hot Rod's supposed to be like a Voyager class, but like in the newer stuff, Voyager class is like deluxe class with extra shit, as you can see over here, but you know, still worth the money, and at least personally. And we have RC as well, which was a deluxe class. And I mean, yeah, I don't know, that's pretty much it. Yeah, so move these two back off to the side, and bring Hot Rod back to close. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully this was interesting to some extent. As always, if you like this video, hit the like button, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys know when I go live and when I upload, all that good stuff. And yeah, so thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you guys next time. Goodbye.